What up, YouTube? It's No Change, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my owner mode here in Madden 25 with the Cincinnati Bengals. And last week you guys saw we got our win versus the New York Jets, and we're going to be keeping it in that division as we're going to be facing off against the Miami Dolphins. They're not having a great year, but not too late to turn around for them. And we're going to take a look at their season stats, and I got a few comments actually saying that the simulation statistics were not realistic, and I completely agree with that, but I'm not going to talk too much more about that. Let's get into this game versus the Dolphins.
It's full steam ahead in Cincinnati. From coaching innovators to helmet stripes, even their celebrations changed the game. These Bengals only stop to do the icky shuffle. These are the Bengals. Miami football. As rich and vibrant as the city they play in. From the perfection of 72 to a perfect Marino pass. Shining with their community. These are the Dolphins.
As you guys see, this is a night game at 8:25 here at Sun Life Stadium in Miami, Florida. And I believe this is a Thursday night game in real life, if I'm not mistaken. So we are definitely playing under the lights. We get a win here, a dominating win. Our fan happiness will go up, I believe, or team popularity will go up. Something like that will go up if you perform in primetime matchups. So I really like what Madden did with that. They actually give significance to primetime games rather than you just saying you got a primetime game. I know earlier in the vid I said that I don't want to talk too much about it, but I really do have to say something really quick to you guys about the stats. I do realize that these games are very, very high scoring, and I do realize that some of these videos may be predictable because, you know, a lot of our games have followed the same trend. You know, it had the same outcome, me pulling out a tight victory with a field goal or a game-winning touchdown. And I'm just going to say a few things about that. It shouldn't be too predictable because, you know, a lot of these games could go either way. You know what I'm saying? I don't always come through. You guys saw it and come through to a backup quarterback versus the Patriots, and that really pissed me off that game. It was like a 360 off the back foot throw, and oh man, that really got on my nerves. But you guys see I screw up that tackle really bad right there. But yeah, you know, it shouldn't be predictable because it could go both ways. You know, I'd rather watch those than a lot of blowout wins. And you know, I just want to apologize to everybody that, you know, I'm not that bad at the game. Not to sound cocky, because I know I'm not the best Madden player in the world, but I'm sorry that I'm not bad at the game. So, you know, I'm not losing more games than I have already. You know, but like I said, it's not to sound cocky. You know, all Madden, you know, it's not too hard. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you guys to feel like these videos are predictable. I mean, that's my dilemma. Okay, so something I want to say about that as well is that after this season, I will be changing the sliders. Okay, not in the middle of the season. I despise changing sliders in the middle of the season because I want to get the losses, you know, at the same difficulty that I got the wins, if that makes sense. I don't want to change the difficulty mid-season. You know what I'm saying? That's like starting off a race, you know, running your full speed and then finishing the race running half speed. I don't know. That was stupid. That was a stupid analogy or a stupid comparison. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, change the sliders mid-season. And I know I'm not really commentating this video, but I will commentate it. We have a lot of time left. But as you guys see, Terrence Newman, his first week back is this week, and he catches a pick 6 to start off his return to this field. But so I stated two problems: that these videos may get predictable, and these are very high scoring games, and that's due to the fact that it's pretty easy to score but really hard to stop the computer on defense. You know what I'm saying? So that can make for some high scoring games. You know, bad defense by both teams, you know, definitely create some high scoring games. And when I change the sliders, that will change, and then these videos being predictable sometimes to you guys will change as well. So, you know, we have some really big changes coming up next season. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I hope you guys are excited. But don't think that I'm going to win the rest of my games, because that's definitely not the case. I'm not going to give it away, but I do lose some games. I'm not going to go 15-1, you know, because right now I believe I'm 7-1. So I'm not going to win the rest of my games. Just letting you guys know that, you know what I'm saying, so that these videos don't become too boring to you guys, because I know I'm coming out with them on a consistent basis and it can get boring very fast. As you guys see, Terrence Newman will pick off his second pass of the day, and coming back from injury, he's just gonna run out of bounds. But like I was saying, I hope it will become more enjoyable for you guys when it becomes more realistic. It's somewhat realistic right now, but you know, the high scoring, you know, sort of makes it unrealistic. But who knows? The Bengals could come out and have a top 5 offense this year. You know, they've added a lot of pieces. It's not completely out of the question for the Bengals to be able to score like this. You know what I'm saying? But 28 points and a half, as you guys see, we just do right now, is pretty unrealistic. But it's the Miami Dolphins in this game, and they're playing terribly this year. Not terribly, but not too well. Their defense wasn't highly ranked, and we actually have the kryptonite for their defense. As you guys see, Tannehill will throw his 3rd interception of the half. And this game makes all Madden look really, really easy. And one thing I like to do is I like to add in a kick meter every now and then, like every episode, because I get a lot of comments, and if you're a commentator, you know how this is. People love to comment on your video and question the difficulty that you play on, okay? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you because I feel like I have to prove something to you, you know, and say that I'm playing on all Madden when I'm not. That's just retarded to me. If I'm garbage at the game, I will have no problem telling you that I'm struggling on rookie. You know what I'm saying? And if you've played against me in Madden, you know, I've been playing for a long time. And like I said, I'm not saying this to sound cocky, because I've said some things in this video that would make me seem a little bit cocky, but that's not the case. It's just that I'm an experienced Madden player, you know, and I'm not bad at the game, you know, and I've pretty much conquered all Madden, you know, and I try to play simulation. I do run a lot. You know, some people will say that I pass too often, but I do run the ball too, you know, and when I run it on first down and get stopped and, you know, force a second down, or be forced with a second down and 10 or second down and 11, I'm not going to run it on second down. That's just my philosophy. I don't run it on second down and long, because if it gets shut down again, then I'll be forced with a 3rd and long, and I like to set myself up for 3rd and short, or no 3rd downs at all. Actually, a big part to my philosophy is to try to eliminate 3rd downs completely. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to come out and pass it every play. I might come out and pass it on first down every now and then for a short pass, but I'm not going for deep passes every time. You know, this is just a little bit of insight, you know, on my game plan in this series, because I've been getting a few questions. And by the way, if I would have slowed down and let BJGE get in front of me on that play, I could have taken it in for a touchdown, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to get another touchdown with Giovanni Bernard, and that will be our 42nd point on the day. And this is a career day for Giovanni Bernard as far as all-purpose yards and rushing yards. I might be receiving yards, I'm not sure, but you guys will see. And this has been like a different type of commentary for this series, because, you know, I just wanted to not answer a few questions, but, you know, give a little insight of, you know, what I'm doing, because I knew it was pretty much only a matter of time before I got some comments saying that it was unrealistic because I scored so many points. And I score a lot of points in the coming weeks, so I'm just going to let you guys know now. I try my best to keep it realistic, but one thing I could have done better in a game like this is when I have a really big lead, you know, try to run the ball a little bit more instead of passing it, because that would keep the score down and a little bit more realistic. I don't know. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about that, because, you know, in a game coming up, I'm not going to tell you guys which one. It was like an arena league score. You know what I'm saying? Or arena football league score. But you guys see we blow out the Miami Dolphins 49-17. And I'm going to bring this topic to a close. You know, just summarize. Next season, I will change the sliders. Okay, it'll be more realistic. And to summarize my philosophy, I run on first down. If it gets shut down, I pass it. You know, that's pretty much the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And next season, this series will be less predictable. But it is not predictable too much this season because I do lose games. Just letting you guys know. Okay, and as you guys see, Andy Dalton had a wonderful day. 13 for 16, 132 QB rating, 3 touchdowns. Did have 1 interception. And as you guys see, Giovanni Bernard gets 218 rushing yards and a touchdown off of 32 carries. And he had a great day. That's a career high for him. So you guys remember that his career high in this series is 218 yards. And then he added 16 receiving yards. So he played very well in this blowout versus the Miami Dolphins. So the Bengals moved to 8-1 on the season. As you guys see right here, we have a heartbreaker. As you guys know, we always do housekeeping at the end and the beginning of the videos. Heartbreaker. Geno Atkins will test free agency. I offered him more than what he asked for. Salary offer $37 million. Okay, $8.5 million bonus. And so immediately after that, I started looking at Nix, the D tackle for Notre Dame. Started to scout him because if I can't get him to come back in the free agency, I'm just going to be totally heartbroken because I am in love with Geno Atkins' game. Okay, you thought I was going to say I'm in love with Geno Atkins. That would be sort of weird, but I'm in love with his game. I love the way he plays. He's the best player on our team. So I really don't want to give him up. But look at Nix right here. He has an A for power moves. I didn't waste any VC. That's VC. Maybe I'm ready for 2K14. I didn't waste any skill points on actual overalls, but he does not fit my scheme. So that might be a conflict right there. His overall is only a C though, but I feel like he could be worked with. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see if we get to draft him. And then we're going to look at Will's son from Arizona State. And I believe at the end of this video, I look at Jadeveon Clowney. Even though I don't need an end, I might be looking at him as a backup plan if Madden doesn't allow me to get back Michael Johnson, just like they didn't allow me to get back Geno. I offered Geno the world, okay? Offered him everything, but he still rejected, and I'm pretty hurt by that. You know, maybe they factor in the fact that they may not want to play for a team anymore. You know, he gave me opportunities to negotiate, 2 opportunities, and I screwed them both up. So he's going to be walking in free agency if we can't get him to come back. You know what I'm saying? He's unrestricted after this season. That is completely terrible. But I've heard a lot of you guys say in comments that Jadeveon Clowney is a straight up beast in your imported draft class. If you got yours from Operation Sports like I did, he'll be a beast in mine too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this informative commentary. I didn't really commentate the game at all, so I really apologize for that. But I hope this video was very informative for you guys, and you guys got some much needed insight. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next